Hi everyone, in this video you will learn how to use Ajax, and using Ajax we will filter this table with ID, code and company name. To implement Ajax you have to first input Jquery in your project, like inject Jquery into your project. So how to use that? Ajax in Jquery. You get started, copy the script on the head. This is a Google CDN. You can even download it and inject it in your head. This is head, JavaScript, jQuery. Okay, okay. This is our index. This is our body. This is our rows. So I have to create a new template with the name index. Okay, or with the name index table, new GSP underscore index table. Okay, what I will do next is I will just copy this down. Let's cut it down and paste it here. And what next I have to do is first I will create a div, okay, with id index table. You will know later why I have created this div. Okay, index table, and next after that I have to use g render. Wait for few seconds. Render template index table model. You can pass company. What we are currently using is in the table company. Okay, so I will passing the company. Okay, company list. So here I will be using passing company list. So next, company list, company list. Okay, and close. So if I save and refresh, it will look like this. Now we have to implement jQuery using Ajax. Next, let's first get a input tag for a search element. So I am finding a little bit beautiful input bootstrap input search. ठीक है? Okay. Next, I can either go with material design for bootstrap or just simple input group. Okay, recipient button. So either I can use this one or this one. Okay, so this look much better. I'm going with this one. Okay, copy it down, paste it on the. Let's go with table. Something that I have copied. Okay, input tag. Let's cut this down. Div class column default. Okay, sorry. Okay, link. Let's refresh it. This is a username button. Right now I'm using index column d12 4, and this is 4. form group. Okay, so what I have to do is, this is a search button. If I click on it, it will call an Ajax. It will. So what will happen is, if I enter these, the number, I can either search it via ID or the code or the company name. So for the very first, I will enter, like, search it via code. And if I click on the search button, like right now I have to refresh it. If I click on the search button, it will send an Ajax call to the controller, and this will change the data of this table. Do you want to see it? Let's watch. Okay, so this is done. This is done. And label, is it necessary? No, remove it. Well, done. Yes, ID on. So basic add-on. Reception username. Is it necessary? No. Just enter it. Search. Now let's go in this. So I will be adding this. Should put some ID. Search input. Should be in camel case. Never forget the camel case stuff. Enter it, and let's write an on click, and which will call search. Okay, let's create a function with name search in the script. Right now I am just putting inside the body. Later on you will learn how to design your coding stuff in a better way. Like, script should be only in this JavaScript pages, and you know CSS file should be only placed on the CSS stuff. That's all. Okay, and function search, what will it do is just, first of all, where input field fe, where input equals to fetch the data using Ajax, you have to use dollar, in that hash for input. What's the name was that? Search input dot val. Okay, so on click it will hit a function. This will get the value of the input field, and now we are sending using Ajax. So right now I will write a simple syntax on how to use Ajax. You have to write $.ajax. Okay, this will create, and next in that you have to pass URL first. Okay, my bad. URL, and URL would be a link, or you can say the action you have to perform using Ajax. So for that, it's pretty simple. Just write the URL name, like search table. Okay, okay. Next, URL is done. Now with URL you have to pass the data, which will go as params. You know the params that I have earlier talked about. Like, whenever you hit any, like, show button or index, it will pass params in the controller as an, and you can fetch the params value from request. So this will works in the same way. You have to pass params in curly braces as an array. Okay, next, oh my bad, sorry, as in map. This will send as a map, and type, what type you want to do, what type of Ajax call you want to do. It's simply as just at that. So I want to do post, and next, what type of data type you will be getting or sending. So data type HTML, as you know. Next, what will be happen if it was successful? Like you get an Ajax call and retrieve the value from that. So so that for that you will get success function, and after success what you want to do. So why would I have write function? So it's basically after the success you will return something. And as you can understand, like whenever jQuery, whenever we are sending something, it won't be let's go to the statement. You will get a value on success and in a form of data. So what will be a data? Data could be anything. It can be an HTML tag, an HTML prop, a whole HTML, or input field, or some JSON file, or some like a simple text. So it could be anything. It depends upon how you are retrieving. Okay, data. This will perform console.log. For now, let's print the data what we are getting. Okay, success is done. If I got an error, what will be happen? So this is that function, and on the same I will get the data. If I get something data like error, then okay, console.log got an error. Okay, now next, after complete. So it's basically try, cache, and on complete. So this will be like finally thing stuff. Complete and data. Sorry, data. Okay. So this is done. Now is a syntax on how to use Ajax, and in this, from this you will learn like what we are doing and how we are doing. Okay, now next thing we have to do, first of all, we have to pass. What we have to pass? Input search input. We are passing is a map, so I'm passing input. Okay, that's all for the currently. I need to filter it on like my home page. Okay, next that you have to do is this is done. This is done. Okay, search table. Let's go to the controller. We have to create a method def search table, and it's not accepting any parameters because we are getting parameters from params, as you know, the request field. Okay, so string input will be params dot input. Okay, so we have to use the same that we are using. Okay, this let's move this. Okay, this and this search table. Oh, sorry, my bad. Search input. This will get a data. And remember one thing, if you are hitting an Ajax, you have to render the data, not redirect. Okay, render the data. Let's check. Am hitting Ajax. Okay, this is a video. From this you will learn like how it's really working. Okay, I'm hitting Ajax search table. Okay, there will no showing because we have not used create link. Okay, now if I refresh it and let's print it down. Println. If you are completely new with Groovy, I prefer either use println or system dot out dot println. Okay, so let's check the console. Listen run perfectly. Refresh it. Okay, now test. Let's see the console if you are getting anything or not. I'm hitting Ajax. So Ajax is hitting perfectly. If you want to see how it's working, let me put a debugger in it. Okay, this is copy and debugger and put a debugger on the success. So from this you will learn how it's really working. Refresh it. Now test. I have to open the console. Console is open to check the debugger that I am using in jQuery. If I click on the search button, let's go to the okay, debugger here on the left. So the function search is called, debugger is called. I'm getting the input field, but I'm really getting input the test that I have passed. And now I will hit an Ajax call. I have put a debugger in this page and I have put a debugger on the search table. Next, as I have clicked on the next, Ajax call was called and it will redirect me to the search table. As I have mentioned in the URL that it will go to the search table. Name should be appropriate and name should be same. Okay, now let's go to the next. Let's check the console. Okay, test is printed, and after I click on the render, it will go to the success like this. Okay, and next, nice. I'm hitting Ajax, so it go into the success. I'm hitting the checks. Done. So first part is done. I am getting the data, but this is not we have to do. What we have to do is get the data of all rows with the same name. Okay, so let's go to that. For that, we have to simply just do this. Co- company, my bad, list like the same we have done with this. And in this you have to use a dynamic finder list, company list. You can pass company. Sorry, not company controller, company, and dot find all by what, company code. Let's go with the company code. Let's pass the company code, not the company code. I will pass input. This will pass me the list of this company, and after that I will be passing render what, view index template. What template I have to use? Index table, and pass model. What model? Company list with company list. Now let's see what I have did. I have passed input field, input inside the dynamic finder, which will find all the company, all the rows which contains company code, same as input. Okay, not the word that's containing. So I will show you that later on. Company list, I'm getting the company list, I'm passing index. Okay, so index table, I'm getting all these data only. So what I, there is a one change that I have to do in the index page is, after getting the data, let's print it first of all. Let's print it. Okay, refresh it. Wait for a few minutes and to see what's the error. Okay, there is no error at all. Test, search, nice. Console, I have to check the console. Okay, next, next. Okay, I'm getting two data from two rows from the company database. I'm getting that. Nice. So I'm getting two rows. What I simply have to do is just to replace the whole div of the table, or you can say the whole table, with these two rows. So simply have to do is go to the index page, set the value using jQuery. So where is the table? This is the table. This is div. Dollar, my bad, dollar hash control v dot html. Okay, what I have to set it with the data, and you're done. Let's do the same. Okay, test, search, debugger removed. Okay, debugger removed. Okay, let's check what just happened. What did I missed? Okay, so index table, set data to HTML, and after that set I set ID is equals to the same as index table. Here I was using index table as div, and accidentally I forgot that div inside t body doesn't work properly. Overlapping, or you can wrapping, or not overlapping, wrapping tr under under div is not appropriate, so my changes were not showing, was not visible. So index table, and now if I refresh, okay, and try to something like this, yes, so the list is coming as like I wanted. Let's search for DCO, and okay, Sachinvini and Akash. Nice. Sorry. So this is a whole video on how to use Ajax for using, as you can see, using Dynamic Finder to fetch the data. So I hope you understand how Ajax is working and how we are sending data using Ajax. In the next video or in the upcoming videos, I might be showing you how to, like, show and hide div using Ajax, or showing a modal pop-up or modal depending upon the data we are hitting using Ajax. I hope you like this video, and I see you again.